just a breakdown on these bullet points that you want to have clarified. Now, I just want to highlight that these bullet points were for your or WSI's benefit, not the client's benefit. It's not something that anyone would typically report on. Some of it you can, some of it you just have to know, or you'll be able to say that that's what you're doing. You don't normally highlight it or report on it. So optimization of all content. Every bit of content in this website should be done as there, and should be unique and target keywords and whatever. And so optimizing the content would be making sure it's unique, contains the search terms that you're looking to target, and obviously we would use other tools to see what search terms are working for this guy's competitors, and make sure that this guy then starts to follow suit and rank well for search terms which have to be in his website. So you have to make sure that the content is unique and targeting the relevant keywords that they want these guys to rank for. Now, optimization of metadata, including title tags, images and URLs. A title tag in a website would typically be found up here. It's not something that is down here or anything. It's up here, which you can see me highlighting. Now it says Scullion Road Traffic Law and Driving Offence Lawyers Glasgow. Scullion Road Traffic Law is probably what they're known by, and so we leave that. It ranks well for that, and people looking for them will find that page. And also Driving Offence Lawyers Glasgow, that's what that page also targets. So we would make sure that every title tag on every page targets a keyword. Obviously there are pages in the website like testimonials and whatever which you don't have to do, because these pages are not set up to target a particular keyword. So that's what this would mean. Same with images and URLs. You would just tweak them to target keywords and make sure that Google knows what the URLs are all about, rather than you using digits and underscores and whatever. Header optimization. Now a header on a website, for example, if I go to the offences page and go to careless driving, the header on there targets careless driving, and that should be the same across any page on the website. You want to make sure that they target keywords. Otherwise you're not showing Google what that page is about, and it's not going to rank. Now, internal linking structure. Has the internal links on the website. You have to make sure they all work, so that when Google are crawling your website, that everything works. Now we use tools to audit the website, so there's no broken links in this website just now. It's something we would keep an eye on and make sure that there is nothing broken or whatever, or there's no shoddy redirects or URLs with issues. Again, it's not something you would really report too much on, because there's not often anything to report on. Now, all SEO ratios on the website would be looked after and managed accordingly. Some pages are full of code. For example, your contact page is just full of code. It's not really got any text on it, so it would have a low HTML ratio, and it just wouldn't rank well. However, you wouldn't want your contact form to rank well anyway, so there would be no content on that in a typical website. And but obviously within other pages we may need to add text, add keywords and whatever to it to make sure that the keywords and everything are on there. So that's what our SEO ratio would be, just to make sure that the website's got enough content that's targeting a specific keyword. Sitemaps. Now that's a plugin that's on a website, and it basically submits any new content or any changes you do to a website to Google. Something that's done automatically. If you didn't use WordPress, then you would have to submit it manually. But you can still tell people you're submitting sitemaps. It's not a lie, it's something you are doing, but it just does it automatically on WordPress, which is a good thing, and one of the reasons why that we use WordPress on a regular basis. Now, ensuring all internal links remain live and working. I think I covered that earlier. It was something similar to the internal linking structure. You've no broken links, nothing to worry about here on this website, so it's not something that we have to worry about, but it's something, if it was the links were breaking or whatever, it's something we would have to fix, because if Google come and crawl a website that's full of broken links, it's not really going to trust it and it's not going to rank it well. Now, regular competitor analysis to replicate good SEO from competitors. It's something that we would do. It's not something you really report on. We checked out 10 websites or whatever. Now if I Google road traffic lawyers Glasgow, up your guys up here, but obviously we'll check some of the other guys. The road traffic lawyer, which is obviously one of his competitors. We would see what they're up to, what they're doing, what they're ranking for, using a similar tool, SEMrush or similar, which would tell us what this guy ranks for. See what sort of traffic he gets, what keywords he's ranking for, what movement he's got. So this guy's obviously slipped 3 places for Road Traffic Act. He doesn't rank for that much, to be fair. But traffic lawyers, traffic lawyer, we would do that for all your competitors. This guy's obviously slipping all over the place. He's just not doing very well. He's not doing good SEO. He seems to rank for 1 or 2 search terms and that's it. So he's not a good competitor. It's not someone I'd follow in terms of SEO, and you would move on to the next one and see who's doing what, so that you can sort of gauge how much effort you need to put in to make sure that this guy ranks well. So I'll just do another one here. But there obviously is other tools. I'm not going to sit here and go through all the whole process of SEO and whatnot, because it would take me hours and hours and hours. But competitor analysis is really important to see who's ranking for what, if there's any good search terms I can steal from this guy. That these are not great ones either, not something I would follow. But again, you go through every one in page 1, page 2, whatever, see if there's any good search terms there that you can add to this guy's campaign, and just to make sure that, because it tells you the volume and everything, so it's important that we try and get found for a wide range of search terms for the customer. So always looking at competitors, seeing what they get found for and what's bringing them in traffic is really important. So again, that would cover what that is. Updating the blog as and when required with unique content. Now, as it stands, this customer has quite a lot of content for us to work with just now, but I would recommend that they do regularly update their blog so that we can target a wider range of search terms. Something that we can do for them, but obviously with the legal aspect of it, they would need to make sure that they do supply some content as well. We can obviously do generic blogging if you want, but with this, we can't be telling them, putting on their website legal things and all that. So it's something that you should talk to them about. Now, optimizing blog posts and metadata would be making sure the content's unique, contains keywords enough, and making sure that the title tags and everything are suited to the content on that page. So drug driving update is the blog post here. I can't even click in the blog's not even set up properly, so it's just rubbish, it's not set up. But the title tag for any given page, if it was drug driving update, or this one here is failure to stop offences, blah blah blah, that's fine. Careless driving will be careless driving. Drug, the blog post that talks about drug driving, the title tag for that would be drug driving, but it's not a blog that's set up properly and you can click on just now. It's just not a good blog. It's not substantial enough in content, but that's something we would obviously advise on going forward. But I would hold off just now, because we want all of these kind of things to rank well first. So there's plenty of content on there to work with from an SEO point of view, but long term you want to optimize blog posts and all the metadata, title tags, URLs, pictures to suit each individual blog post. And alt text optimization again is tagging all the images to target the keywords that you want to target. So again, it's not something I would typically tell you I'm doing. It's something that just has to happen if you want to rank well, but you can break it all down and make it sound all technical and all that if you want. Now, offsite link building is something that has to happen, as I've explained to you guys several times. For example, we obviously have loads of websites that we add all clients' websites links to make sure that they're powered up. So if I went to Legal Aid Glasgow, it's just a website, it's got nothing much on it. But 27th of June, it's got a link to Scullion road traffic law, with the road traffic law as the kind of main search, the main clickable link, which means that I want to be found for road traffic law. Is basically what I'm telling Google. So that is what link building is. It's just obviously done on a much bigger scale. You have to do it in every relevant website you can get a hold of, and we also check the links of your competitors and ensuring that we steal any good links that they've got. Again, using tools, we would see what all the other kind of top guys are doing in terms of link building, and replicate that to make sure that we get as many good links as we possibly can. And continue that so that these guys get found for as many search terms as possible. Monitor analytics to make sure landing pages are converting clients into leads. Now obviously you can see analytics and it's not set up properly, and it's no filters work, and I don't even know if the conversions are set up. They could be. I've not double checked if this is all, but it says 32 completed. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Raza was not convinced that the tracking code was accurate on the website, so we have changed that yesterday. So I can't give you an accurate answer on whether this is 100% accurate or not. But all of this kind of stuff here is monitoring analytics, making sure that you know what's happening, the behaviour, new versus returning customers. You can even see what browsers you're, predominantly Google Chrome is the most frequently used browser on clients onto that website. You can check people's age, location, interests, gender. You could go and drill it down into anything you wanted. There's obviously not many 65 plus year olds looking for road traffic lawyers. Seems to be 18 to 24 and 25 to 34 being the biggest age groups that are searching for these kind of search terms. So again, you can drill that information down into whatever you want. You monitor analytics to make sure that a guy ranks well. It's how you interpret analytics and what you do with that data that will decide whether you're good at your job or not. Monitor Google Webmaster Tools for 404 errors and duplicate content. I don't have access to your Google Webmaster Tools, but I do use other tools to see the same thing. So that is monitored. There's no errors in your website just now, and there's not any duplicate content, so that's nothing you have to worry about. Structural link building so that internal pages get a boost. So we're not going to link all the link building efforts that we do. Don't just point to the home page. We want your inner pages on the website to rank well. So we would have links pointing to failure to identify, speeding offences, blah blah blah, because we want the internal pages to rank well, not the home page, because the home page doesn't talk about speeding or anything else. So when you Google something, it should be the internal landing page that ranks well and not the home page. Press releases on good quality relevant websites. Again, it's link building. This one that I showed you is what you would call, I guess, blog posts. It's a blog post on a website that links to Scullion. Now, the domain name Legal Aid Glasgow is one that I own. It's one that just sits with a for rent on it. It's 5-6 years old. It's got good power and authority with Google. Ranks well for Legal Aid Glasgow, and it's just a relevant link for that guy. So we would do that with all our resources, and obviously resources that we get for other clients and all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that Scullion get as many good quality links as possible. However, there is different ways of doing it. You can have a guest blog post, or you can have a link page that's got all this kind of stuff on it here, which is just a standard links page. There's different strategies to doing it, but we would mix that all up just to make sure that they're getting as much as they can for their money. Regular checking on site speed to ensure that the site's live, accessible for clients, as this is a ranking factor. The website's fine. Again, it's done through a tool. The website doesn't really have any downtime. It's not slow, so it's nothing to worry about. If it was slow, then it's something you would hear about, as I would be advising you to quickly get it off that server and onto another one. And again, ensuring the website platform plugins are all kept up to date. Quite important that you do this. It's not something I'm going to boast that I do, but with any website, it's important that you keep it up to date and make sure that it's all fully working and it's not going to go down, because if it goes down, the client's not going to pay you, and that is all there is to it. So again, that's just something else that we would do as a matter of course. And yeah, that's about it. So hopefully I've covered these points, and I'll try and explain them over the phone as well, but I just wanted to visually point them out so that you could see what I was talking about. Alright, cheers.